Well, I'm very much wondering if I should be making this video right now because it's 11 o'clock and I still have some work to do. I have a very busy week. Not very. I just have I need to manage my time really well this week. Because I have a lot of shit to do. Baking a cake Wednesday. Quick spike ball officer meeting, also Wednesday. Aquarium on Friday. And I'm gonna have to finish my calorimetry lab report before then because the due date is on Friday. It's Friday night, so either that or I could just take the L on the lab report, but I don't really want to. I don't have to. So there's that. Let's see. How did today start? I woke up at 9:30 actually. I slept at a decent time. And then I ate, and then I went to my lecture hall before multivariable to just try to get some work done. I hadn't finished my multivariable homework until then, so then I did that, which was kind of annoying because the last problem was just a cringe question to ask. I don't know why it's just annoying. I don't know why. Do you really need to test that kind of shit? But whatchamacallit? What else? And then the lecture happened, and I was kind of not focused on the lecture at all. I probably should have been more, but I'll just review my notes. I don't know if I'm giving myself time to review notes. I should probably start reviewing notes this weekend, definitely this weekend. Because then next week comes and I haven't reviewed anything, then I have my exams the week after, and that I cannot let myself fuck up again. And then so what else? Then I had the 2026 recitation, and I was a little late to that for reasons, but I didn't even really do that much. I tried to start rewriting Sally's letter of rec, because then I realized it doesn't really need to even be that long, or there's another component to it, but it's kind of unnecessary, or at least I think it's unnecessary. I'm not too sure, but I don't think it should be too long because that may harm more than help. But because the letter, there's no word count. It's a character count, really, rather. So 5,000 characters is the max, but a 650 word essay is one page is 2,000 characters around. Maybe probably more. One page is probably half of that, but there's no reason I should write 2 pages. I don't think. So I have to balance that. I have to do that too. And then I have to do. No, not a lot. After the recitation, I went to my lab, which I was also late for, but it was kind of a messed up lab, or at least our group was messing or couldn't figure stuff out, and it took a long ass time. But that lab session also has music playlists, and I added a lot more of my songs to it because it was looping it had looped 3 times because there wasn't enough songs. It was oh, well, that's some songs. Although now I'm dominating in terms of how many songs are mine, so there's that. My TA also mentioned I should have some more of my own songs. Not enough hybrid pop and something else. But then after that, the highlight of today was solo racing. Honestly, I was really looking forward to that new project and just seeing the solo racing boys. So at the start, we kind of try to write the bill of materials. Or actually, we finished the bill of materials. It was really one line. I'll also have to work on the design review document because I said I would, and I have to. So I have to do that. And that's going to be a little bit more complex. Although I feel I should be able to get the general, thing down. And our design review is on Sunday, but apparently that should only last 20 minutes. So no stress, I guess. But then what? No, the more fun part was moving on to the new projects and then talking with 2 of the new recruits. Just being involved with them I was just looking forward to moving on to a new project. But no, the new project is Pre-Charge Board, which is automating the pre-charge process. And not that I know much about the pre-charge process, but I don't know. I'm contemplating now, like, how many like details I want to share, considering like all these videos are public. So I don't know if these videos ever get more popular than I intend, which I doubt. But I don't want to like talk about people and then have them like not that I also doubt that they would like watch like all these videos. Well, I'm just kind of skeptical about like naming people now. It's like, oh, this person, but then it's also like in terms of consistency, because I'm literally being like transparent with my like what's going on in my life. So if I were to talk about certain details that I do not want privy to, that's not the word. Like, I don't want some people to hear for certain reasons. But I think up until a certain point, like if any of these videos ever get more than like 20 views, no, not 20, 100, then I would consider that like blowing up. Not that I doubt that would happen. I don't know. There's some things I don't want to share. But solo racing was the highlight of my day. I'm trying to think about like what I could say about it. Well, I guess trying to figure out the new project is fun. I actually understood like what's the goals of like the goals of like what we need to do in terms of like now that we're like on this new project, like what are our responsibilities, and talking about them with, oh, I guess you should mention like the recruits. So the two recruits, at least I met one of them before, which is Mindy, and then the other recruit I hadn't met, his name is Jimin, and I misheard his name for like the first like 3 fucking times he said it. I thought he said Jimmy, and then he said Jimin, and he like corrected me again. I was like, oh shit, my bad. And I kind of felt bad, but you know, I was like, I'm partially deaf. I'm not actually deaf. I was just saying that as, you know, a joke. But you know, it was fun being able to, you know, direct and guide them and help them out with like the general like flow of things, and just like talking to them about the projects. Or at least Mindy had already spent like 2 weeks understanding Pre-Charge Board, because that was like what she decided she wanted to work on at the start of her recruiting process. Jimin was still kind of figuring it out, but he was like, oh yeah, I'll just do Pre-Charge now. And so we have like it was like 6 people with like because our original group and like their group we're gonna like merge, but 2 of us kind of split off to go to work on different projects, which is understandable. You know, efficiency and all that, product, it's not, you know, probably better idea to put other people elsewhere. And you know, the work that we have to do it's not like that too crazy either. I honestly think it's kind of straightforward, although I don't know, we'll see when it comes down to it. But what do we call it? I'm trying to think. But no, it was just like it was a good like workshop session, just talking to everybody in the group and like the recruits as well. And then we all walked back. It was crazy because it's like 6 people walking back on like one side. It's like it was packed. Although Will and I were doing the most talking. I guess I was trying to figure out how to like talk to other people or like get them like included, I guess. But I didn't know really how to do that without like ruining the flow of the conversation, because Will and I were just talking. But I don't know. But in the end, it kind of worked out, because then Joseph started talking to Will, and Ignatius was walking with Jimin, and then I was like falling back with Mindy, and then so I just started talking to Mindy. I was like, oh, well. I don't remember what I was talking to her about. I think the main thing. Well, we got to the intersection, and then Ignatius and Jimin had to dip to their. They had to go a completely different direction because they live at, you know, a different place than we. Or at least they just had to leave early. Or at least Mindy and I live kind of like, at least we live on the east. I live on East. Mindy lives off campus, kind of. And then Will and Joseph live on West. And Ignatius and... I'm trying to think. Ignatius and Jimin live in the Graduate Living Center. Even though they're not graduates. But it's just like, you know... I think it's just a place for transfer students. So... Yeah. And then it ended up being Joseph and Will and I and Mindy talking. And we were just talking, and then we were just talking about the Regal movie theater where I went to see Shang-Chi, and how like ass it was, or like not the movie, just like the actual like theater itself. But and then Will and Joseph went to West, and I had to keep, or not had to. It wasn't a chore. I was walking with Mindy because she had left her bike at the building where the general body meetings are held for solo racing. You stupid, or not stupid, well, it's stupid and weird to let her, not let, I just kept walking with her to keep her company, you know, it's nighttime, blah, blah, blah. But we were talking just about the project and like what we were doing in the next shop. So it was like, whatever. And then she got her bike and we just, you know, whatever, parted ways. And then I went to eat because I was fucking starving. I hadn't eaten since 10:30. It was like 8 at that point. I was like, fuck, that shit's, and like my stomach was actually just like hurting. It's in pain. And then I had my phone, I watched Black Clover, and Black Clover is actually getting like really fucking like hype. You know, there was like some, at least they explained like some, like a little bit of plot, like how the fuck do you do that? It was like, oh yeah, okay, that's, you know, plausible. Although it's kind of that's a spoiler. Well, it's, how do I explain it? It's like the second, like the main like characters, not like Asta, but just like his squad. The second like they aren't the main focus, and then it's focused on like the side characters of this arc, and like they're involved in the fight, they get fucked up, like insanely fucked up. And I'm like, that's kind of like a little plot armor moment for the side characters. Like, how the fuck are they like not? Why is this shit happening to the? I don't know. It's like, that's the one thing, but honestly, it's still like, whatever. Okay, I get it, but I don't know. It could have been done better, maybe, but it was still enjoyable. At least like it's getting fucking crazy, respectfully. Like I actually want to watch like more Black Clover now. Like I feel like before, like I've said this before. It's just like something to watch, but now I'm actually like I want to watch the next episode. Because it's like how the story is, like how the characters are like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like, it's like a lot of good aspects that other shows don't have. It's like coming all like all the pieces are coming together. I'm like, holy fuck, that is like the kind of story, like if I had creative juices, like I wish I could write it. Like all these pieces are set like this, like all the pieces are set at the start, and then like for this instance, it'll all come together and it's just like fucking beautiful. I'm like it's like not bullshit whatsoever. It's not like a power they just like got. It's like it's been there from the start, and not like they're using them intelligently to like do crazy shit. I guess that's the one thing I definitely like enjoy about Black Clover is like a lot of like the fight sequences are like, why doesn't he do this thing? And then like I ask like in my head mentally, and then like after some time he actually does it. I'm like, okay, well thank you. That so makes sense. Like why couldn't he do this thing? And he can, so he fucking did it. And that's like, you know, a solid pro, because like Bleach is like really, or like why? Like there are a lot of things that happen, and it's just like there's no explanation for it. It's, well, like some stuff there, for some things there are explanations, but a lot of the general just like common stuff that you can kind of just like maybe overlook. It's kind of like I don't know, but I don't know. And then after I finished eating, I'm here, showered, and now I'm supposed to get started on my work. It's 11:16, so you know, It was a good day. Oh, my packages came in. So like I bought a new laptop sleeve, some general household shit like tissues. And my style is supposed to be coming in tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. But aside from that, I don't know. I think that's it. I just hope I can manage my time and like do shit, you know, like all my work. I'm gonna put myself under crunch because I have to. Otherwise, I'm gonna fuck myself over again for the next 2 tests. But you know, okay. That's all I had to say. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Although the time it's gonna be posted is gonna be like Wednesday morning or something. I don't know. But sayonara.